As it is every Gambian's constitutional right to vote and to be voted for every 5 years come December 4th. The Gambians have gone to the polls and election observers keep monitoring the happenings of the elections. One that is keeping tabs of the election is the CSO coalition elections and briefing the media with issues regarding the Gambia's presidential election. On their third press briefing, being the closing polls held at the Cocoa Zone, the CSO coalition elections observers said 94.4% of polling stations were closed at 5 p.m. With one seemingly going to say the CSO observers gave their all to ensure a smooth election, one wonders what their aims will be. Hannah Foster, the chairperson of the CSO on election, tells us some of the aims and happenings of the election as she addressed the media during the briefing.
The observation of the election is a key component of the Electoral Violence Monitoring, Analysis and Mitigation Project funded by the European Union. It was aimed at monitoring, analyzing, mitigating electoral violence and contributed to a peaceful and credible election. 150 observers were deployed to 43 prioritized risk areas across the 7 regions of the country. 26 observers were also deployed by the National Human Rights Commission to complement the election observers deployed by WANEP and the CSO Coalition on Election. Reports received from observers indicate, based on the 1/3 of the data received, 94.4% of polling stations closed at 5 p.m.
This presidential election since post-Jammeh's 22-year rule will be the first time Gambia goes to the polls after 5 years, as people tipped youth and women are not active on taking part in the presidential election. This, however, could not be said of the 2021 presidential election. The chair of the CSO on election, Foster, takes us through some of the happenings.
There was high voter turnout across all polling stations observed, particularly among women and youth. There was fair representation of females present at polling stations among IEC officials, party agents, and security officers. Priority voting was given to persons with disability, pregnant and nursing mothers, elderly persons, and security agents. Election security. There were security personnel on election duties present at polling stations.
In 2006 to facilitate and enhance CSO's participation in elections. With a membership of about 30 civil society organizations, the CSO Coalition on Elections continues to participate and influence public policy through election observation and conflict monitoring. The CSO deployed 150 observers across hotspots areas for findings on which 176 risk places were identified as hotspots. Reporting for N24, I am Paf Moskuria.